Hello all. Today we are going to talk about specifications for ready-made bituminous potholes, patching mix using cutback bitumen. The code which we are going to refer is IRC 116-2014. MC grades cutback asphalt is simply a combination of asphalt, cement and petroleum solvent. The material shall consist of plant mixed ready-made pothole patching bituminous mixture composed of mineral aggregate coated with bituminous material. The material shall be capable of being stocked for at least 6 months without stripping and shall be workable at all times. Unless specified otherwise, the mix shall be supplied in 50 kg plastic lined sturdy bags. This material is intended for patching potholes up to 75 mm deep. For deeper potholes, patching mix shall be placed and compacted in 75 mm thick layers. Detailed on the preparation of potholes, placing and compacting the mix in potholes are also given to ensure its effective use. The ready-made cold patching mix is suitable for patching potholes only and shall not be used for patching long stretches of damaged road and surfaces. As you can see, the ready mix bitumen is supplied in these sort of bags. The materials which we are going to use are bitumen, coarse aggregate, fine aggregate and composition mixture. Coming to the bitumen, medium curing cutback bitumen MC800 conforming to Indian standard specifications IS 217. Specifications for cutback bitumen shall be used in preparing the patching mix and shall be supplied by a certified manufacturer of this product. For proper mixing, the bitumen shall be heated as specified in section 4, which we're gonna deal in a while. MC cutback bitumen shall be treated with the proper type and amount of an anti-stripping agent, which is approved by a bitumen supplier, so that when combined with the proposed job aggregate, the resulting mix shall pass the wet coating test, static immersion test, and water resistant test as given in the appendix 1. And moreover, the anti-stripping agent shall conform to IS 14982. Now on the contractor part, the contractor shall furnish the sample of job aggregate each year to the bitumen supplier for these coating and stripping tests and obtain a certificate that the bitumen material has been treated to suit the job aggregate. This yearly certificate must be on the file and shall be available at the asphalt mix plant when required by the engineer. Now this is table 3 from the IS 217, which is talking about the requirement of medium curing, which is MC cutback bitumen. It's going to talk about the characteristics, the grades, and method of testing and all. Now coming to coarse aggregate. The coarse aggregates shall consist of crushed rock, crushed gravel, or other hard material retained on 2.36 mm sieve. It shall be cleaned, hard, durable and cubical shape, free from dust and soft organic and other deleterious substances. The aggregate shall satisfy the physical requirements specified in table 1. These are the physical properties which are given in the table 1, which is cleanliness, particle shape, strength, durability. You can see maximum water absorption which is allowed is 2%. The coarse aggregate may satisfy either of the two strength test, which is Los Angeles abrasion value and aggregate impact value. Either of the two can be used as the safety requirement parameter. Now coming to the fine aggregate. Fine aggregate shall consist of crushed mineral material passing 2.36 mm sieve and retained on 75 micron sieve. It shall be clean, hard, durable and free from dust and soft organic and other deleterious substances. No natural sand shall be permitted. Now, composition of mixture. The composition of mixture should be in accordance with IS 2386 part 1, which is wet sieving method. The combined aggregate grading shall fall within the limits as shown in table 2. Again, water absorption of 1%, water absorption of 1 percent or less than 1% should be used. The amount of residual bitumen binder in the mix shall be as shown in table 3. You can see the minimum residual bitumen content for less than 1% is 4.5. Now coming to preparation and storage of mixture, which is a important part. So basically there are two types of asphalt plants. One is asphalt batching plant, other is asphalt drum plants, which is also called as continuous type. Asphalt batch plants will make hot mix asphalt in batches. The batch size is fixed from the control panel and the plant will keep producing the batches until the set production is achieved. High aggregate temperatures while mixing the cutback bitumen will not only cause excessive loss of kerosene from the cutback, but it will also pose a safety hazard in the plant. So under no circumstances there shall be any open flame in the vicinity of MC800 cutback because it contains volatile kerosene. So it is very important to deal with the aggregates in the burner flame, especially when mixing with MC800. So the mix should be such that it can be stocked, handled, placed and finished without stripping off the bitumen from the aggregate. To help prevent stripping and avoid heat buildup in a stockpile, which may burn the entire stockpile due to the chimney effect, the material which is the mixed material should not be stockpiled for more than the height of 1.5 meter for the first 48 hours. The stockpile then can be raised in a height and made in conical shape. Unless specified otherwise, the ready-made cold mix shall be placed and sealed in plastic lined sturdy 50 kg bags on cooling. The mineral aggregate should be clean and surface dry before mixing. The temperature of aggregate and bituminous material should comply with those shown in table 4. This is the table 4. Though the basic role of an asphalt plant is to mix different grades of aggregate at elevated temperatures along with the bitumen and filler material, to make a hot mix asphalt, it is not easy, as simple as it sounds. The entire process has to be in a controlled environment to get the desired result. Things can go wrong and things can turn out to be a serious matter, and the end result can be a big loss when not taken care of it. So high aggregate temperatures while mixing with the cutback bitumen will not only cause excessive loss of kerosene from the cutback, as I told already, but it will also pose a safety hazard in the plant. So under no circumstances there shall be any open flame in the vicinity of MC800 cutback because it contains volatile kerosene. Now preparing of potholes. Potholes shall be cleaned with a stiff wire brush and all loose material including the dust shall be removed with a soft brush. Potholes need not to be dry. However, excess water shall be swept off from the potholes. Now, placing the mix in the potholes. Intended for patching potholes up to 75 mm, which is approximately 3 inches deep. For deeper potholes, patching mix shall be placed and compacted in 75 mm thick layers. If the pothole is deep and extends to the granular base, it is recommended to apply a suitable tack coat or a prime coat, whichever is feasible, before placing the patching mix. If angular aggregate, which is approximately of around 25 mm, which is its nominal size, if this angular aggregate is used to partially fill the deep potholes, the aggregate should be compacted thoroughly and primed with MC30 before placing the patching mix. So at least 50 mm thick potholes patching mix shall be placed on the top. Now coming to the compacting of the mix. First, the outside edge or the periphery of the patch shall be compacted with the hand rammer small compactor, and then compaction shall proceed inwards. To prevent initial pickup of the loose mix by the hand rammer, either continue to the wet of the hand rammer with the water or place empty plastic lined bags on the loose mix. For deep potholes, place the patching mix and compact in 75 thick layers. After compaction, the compacted patch shall be slightly proud of the existing road surface to allow the further compaction of the patching mix by the traffic. If there are numerous closely spaced patches, it is preferred to use a small roller than a hand rammer. Now, at the final stage, we are going to apply sand to prevent the pickup by the traffic. So sufficient amount of clean sand shall be sprinkled on the patch to prevent pickup by the traffic. Now coming to the quality control, which is the most crucial aspect of the construction. The composition of the produced mix shall be tested by an independent approved testing laboratory before the acceptance by an engineer. Before conducting the bitumen extraction test to determine the residual bitumen content in the patching mix, the sample shall be cured completely to remove all kerosene. Now curing. Before conducting the bitumen extraction test to determine the residual bitumen content in the patching mix, the sample shall be cured completely to remove the kerosene. So place the loose mix in an open metal container and heat slowly on a hot plate with frequent stirring until a constant weight is achieved. So the following two tests shall be performed by the contractor, which is water resistant test and workability test. The water resistant test would indicate whether the patching mix has a potential for the stripping in the potholes in the presence of water. If the mix fails this test, it means a proper type or amount of an anti-stripping agent has not been used in the bituminous binder. If the mix fails in the workability, it could be due to improper bitumen type, low bitumen content, or excessive fines or improper grade. So I was talking about appendix 1. So appendix 1 talks about 4 of these tests, which is wet coating test, static immersion test, water resistant test, and workability test. As you can see, wet coating test. Heat the unwashed job aggregate, cutback bitumen, and distilled water to 40 degrees Celsius in a suitable oven. Weigh 100 gram of dry aggregate into a suitable mixing container. Add 3 ml of distilled water. Now mix this thoroughly with a spatula until the aggregate particles are uniformly wetted. Add cutback bitumen equivalent to 5 plus 0.2 gram of bitumen residue. Then mix this vigorously with the spatula until all aggregate is coated, but not more than 5 minutes. Now transfer this content into a 400 ml beaker containing 150 ml of distilled water, which should be around 22 to 32 degrees Celsius. Let it be there for 15 minutes and visually determine the percentage of the retained coating. The retained coating should be at least 95%. Now coming to static immersion test. The coated aggregate, which we prepared in the previous experiment, shall remain immersed in beaker of distilled water of 22 to 32 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. At the end of this period, visually determine the percent of retained coating while the sample remains immersed in water. In this, the retained coating should be at least 95%. Now coming to water resistant test. 50 gram of patching mix, whether freshly prepared or taken from the stockpile or a sealed bag, shall be heated at 120 degrees Celsius in a laboratory oven for 1 hour. Cool it to 95 degrees Celsius in laboratory air and then place it in 400 ml of boiling water in a 600 ml glass beaker. Now stir this sample with a glass rod at the rate of 1 revolution per second for 3 minutes. The water shall be decanted and the mix shall be spread on an absorbent paper for visual observation of the coating. Now in this, aggregate shall be at least 90% coated with the bituminous film. Now coming to the last test, which is workability test. Now approximately 2.5 kg of the patching mix shall be cooled to around -7 degrees Celsius in a freezer. After cooling, the mixture shall be capable of being broken up readily with a spatula that has a blade length of approximately 200 mm. This test shall be performed when the mix is produced. If the mix is not workable at -7 degrees Celsius, it shall be rejected and the composition of mix shall be properly modified. This test is also applicable in the areas with hot climate. Aggregate shall be at least 90% coated with the bituminous film in this test. Thank you so much for watching.